Dr. Ariane from the Movement Paradigm. Today I wanted to talk about how you can unlock the power of extreme focus and be able to use your mental energy to do whatever you want and reach the goals you have set for yourself by waking up the reticular activating system of your brain. Before I jump in, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Ariane Missimer. Don't forget to hit that alert button and stay tuned for new content on mindset, nutrition, and movement every single week. Have you ever decided to buy a car, or you bought a car and you picked a certain color and now you see that everywhere? Well, when I decided that I wanted a Jeep, I began to see Jeeps everywhere. And then of course, when I bought a Jeep, I realized that they are everywhere I turn around. And my reticular activating system has brought to my attention, to my consciousness, all of the Jeeps that were around all along, but now I am noticing them. The reticular activating system is a bundle of neurons that's located inside of the reticular formation, which is in the brainstem. And this is the most primitive part of our brain. So the reticular formation is responsible for cardiovascular function, pain perception, as well as our sleep cycle, and consciousness and habituation, which habituation is directly linked to the reticular activating system, which we'll discuss more. So the reticular activating system is going to be responsible for our wakefulness, our ability to focus, our fight-flight response, and also how we perceive the world. So essentially, it can control what we perceive in our consciousness. It acts as, think of it as a gatekeeper. So if we are at a restaurant and we're speaking to our friend or significant other, we have the ability to tune out all of the extra noise that's happening and be able to focus in on the conversation that we're having. That is a perfect example of the reticular activating system, because otherwise our system would be overwhelmed and just inundated with constant sensory information. So this reticular activating system, like I said, acts as this gatekeeper so that we can focus our attention on specific things. And remember, these specific things can mean the goals that we've set for ourselves. So how can you wake up your reticular activating system so that you can really have extreme focus, better sleep-wake cycles, and also be able to have a deeper consciousness and intention throughout your life? Number one is evaluating the head and neck position. So if you have had a concussion, some kind of traumatic brain injury, a sports injury, a whiplash from a car accident, or just chronic overuse and repetitive stress injuries, you could have some type of misalignment in the cervical spine, and therefore that can be causing compression on the brainstem. So as the head comes forward into this extended posture, that can create compression and therefore make it very, very difficult for you to have optimal blood flow around the brainstem, for the cranial nerves and the reticular activating system to function at its normal capacity. Number two is that the reticular activating system is connected to our vestibular system. So think of our inner ear and the connection with our visual system. So a great exercise to do is to hold your finger out in front of you, keeping your eyes focused on your fingertip, and then turning your head back and forth as you're continuing to gaze right at your fingertip. You can start with side to side, then you can go up and down, and you can even go on a diagonal each direction. Number three, meditation. Meditation is a fantastic way to be able to really use your senses to hone in on your present experience, to hone in on your body, to truly be present in the moment and filter out whatever is unnecessary. Of course, just like anything, meditation is a practice that needs to be cultivated over time. but probably one of the best ways to begin to really tap into the power of the reticular activating system, and ultimately how you are going to achieve a complete focus and attention in meeting your goals. Number 4, last but not least, is turning your brain on with the exact messages that you want. So if you want a silver Jeep, start thinking about a silver Jeep. If you want to be confident in a dress that you want to wear, then start thinking about it. Because if you keep thinking that I can't do that, I keep getting distracted from my goals, I keep thinking about all the things that I haven't done or I can't do, then unfortunately you will not be directing your attention, your focus, your drive, and activating this reticular activating system to actually achieve what you want. So start thinking about what you actually want in your life and use that as a way to really drive your conscious behavior and therefore your subconscious behaviors. Hopefully this helps you become more successful in achieving what you want in your life and in your health. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate your support. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share, like, comment if this was helpful for you. And I hope to see you next week.